Yo, what's up, guys? We're back with another video today. And guys, Leon Edwards just lost his fight to Sean Brady yesterday by brutal submission after getting dominated throughout the entirety of that fight. He just couldn't answer the wrestling that Sean Brady brought to him. And dare I say this, Sean Brady's wrestling looked far superior than how Belal Muhammad did to Leon Edwards. The craziest thing about this fight was that Sean Brady made Leon Edwards look like an amateur. It's crazy to think that Leon Edwards last year was a champion. It's crazy to think that. And to be honest though, I'm not surprised because it really shows that he will never become a champion again. This fight really showed that there is no path for Leon Edwards to fight for the title again. It is just straight up not happening for him ever again. The craziest part about this was Leon Edwards just doesn't have the wrestling skills that he can compete when it comes to these top level guys. He can't compete with like Belal Muhammad, Sean Brady. He probably would get wrestled by like even some of those lower guys like Joaquin Buckley, Ian Gary, and Shavkat. I genuinely don't think there's a path for him to ever become a champion again. And the craziest part about this fight was that during the third round, Leon Edwards was actually doing pretty well in the first minute and then decides to take him down. I don't understand that logic. I think that is one of the worst fight IQs I've ever seen. It's up there when you got wrestled throughout the entirety of a round and then you decide to shoot a takedown. Like, come on now. And that's another thing. Leon Edwards doesn't have the greatest fight IQ. A lot of people have said this, and I kind of have to agree on this. Leon Edwards is kind of like different when it comes to other fighters. He thinks in a different way that other fighters do, and it's actively negatively impacting him. Like when he gets taken down by these other guys, he just kind of gives up in a sense. He doesn't try to like get out. He doesn't try to advance. He doesn't try to do anything. He just stays there and he just gets pummeled by these grapplers. And this just adds another question, like what's next for Leon Edwards, right? Some people saying he should retire because he just doesn't have the heart, which I agree. I think that he just does not have that dog in him. I thought he was going to, because like in the first like round, they were actually striking like crazy, especially for a Leon Edwards fight. Like that's pretty surprising. But then it just, once Sean Brady took him down, it was practically game over for him. He just gave up after that. And so let's take a look at the rankings, right? Because by Tuesday, Sean Brady will be the #1 ranked guy in the division. And for Leon Edwards, he'll probably be ranked like 3rd or 4th or something like that. So if we take a look at the rankings, right? Shavkat's not an option because Shavkat's probably going to fight for the title. Kamaru Usman's not an option because Kamaru Usman lost to Leon Edwards twice and that fight just doesn't make sense. Jack Della Mania is fighting for the belt against Belal Muhammad. There is realistically 3 options for Leon Edwards. The first option is to fight Joaquin Buckley. Now, I think in this scenario, Joaquin Buckley would absolutely demolish Leon Edwards. He would not only get demolished on the ground, because Joaquin Buckley has superior wrestling in my opinion, he also would probably get knocked out by Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley has some dangerous knockout power. He knocked out Wonderboy. Like, nobody does that to Wonderboy, man. Nobody knocks out Wonderboy like that out cold. Joaquin Buckley is a seriously dangerous threat. I'm on the Joaquin Buckley hype train, guys. If it doesn't make it clear, I'm a Joaquin Buckley fan, so I think he would get absolutely demolished by Joaquin Buckley. But the second person I have on here is Ian Gary. Now, Ian Gary, this one's like a weird one because Ian Gary doesn't deserve to fight someone above the rankings, but realistically, I think this would actually be a really sick fight. Stylistically, it's very interesting. You have 2 tall guys in the division. Tall, lanky. I actually think Gary would also like mess him up really badly. I think he would submit him very quickly. Actually, Ian Gary actually has some decent grappling. Like he legit actually has some good grappling. He almost submitted Shavkat when those 2 fought. And on the feet, I think it would be pretty competitive, but I think Gary would again have the advantage. So I think Leon Edwards would lose that fight as well. And the third option, in my opinion, is the winner between Carlos Prates and Jeff Neal, because those 2 are about to fight in less than a month right now. And realistically, I think Carlos Prates is going to knock out Jeff Neal. And if that's the case, Leon Edwards is absolutely going to get like fucked in that fight. He's going to get knocked out in like honestly the first round, because Carlos Prates has some nasty knockout power. I don't think that honestly there's really any option for Leon Edwards for these up-and-coming guys to beat him. That's the thing. All these up-and-coming contenders right now, JDM, Shavkat, Joaquin Buckley, Ian Gary, Michael Morales, and Carlos Prates, these are all guys who are coming up in the division. They're taking the place of the old division, and they're gonna dominate that division now. And all these old veterans like Bilal Muhammad, Kamaru Usman, Kobe Covington, they're just getting slowly falling down the rankings, and their time has kind of come, honestly. Even though Leon Edwards is like 33 years old, he's not like an old head like these other guys, but he's like, it's just very clear that his skill set is not as good compared to any of these other guys. Dare I say, I actually think Michael Page, the number 15th ranked fighter, could beat Leon Edwards. Dare I say that? I don't think that's a hot take. I think, honestly, though, in fairness, it's Michael Van Page. His style's like a nightmare for like anybody in that division. But still, it's such a dangerous fight for Leon Edwards. There's really no option for Leon Edwards. I think by the end of this year, we could potentially see Leon Edwards fall down to like number 8th. I'm genuinely dead ass serious. And guys, I want to give you an example, right? Let's take this is something that me and my father were talking about, right? Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner, it was in a similar predicament as Leon Edwards is, I think, right now. Jalen Turner realized that he couldn't become a champion, and he kind of retired. I know he was also battling with demons inside of him, but you get the point. What I'm trying to get at is like Leon Edwards is on a downward spiral where I think he will just never become a champion again. And honestly, if he doesn't want to face defeat after defeat after defeat, I honestly think hanging up the gloves right now is the best option for him, because there's just really no way for him to win back the title, honestly. It's just really rough for him. He really got demolished by Sean Brady. Sean Brady really surprised me. I didn't think he was going to look that good, but he absolutely demolished him, to be straight up honest with you. And that's the thing. For Sean Brady, honestly, I think for Sean Brady, like, this is a Leon Edwards video, but I want to give a little bit of, like, shout out to Sean Brady. He actually looked insane against Leon Edwards. And to be honest, though, I think he should fight the title above Shavkat. I actually think that. Shavkat, like, he's being Ian Gary, he's being Wonder Boy, but, like, Sean Brady's being Gilbert Burns and Leon Edwards. I think that's more credible wins than Shavkat is with the Aura Merchant. But guys, that is me giving my thoughts on the current situation with Leon Edwards, how it's basically over for him. Like, there's no way for him to get back for the title. He's pretty much cooked, I think, and it's just rough for Leon Edwards, honestly, for like the 5 fans that are like an actual Leon Edwards fans. Could he potentially get a win back? Maybe. I'm not completely out of the like question that he could potentially get some wins back or even fight for the title one day, but I just don't think that's gonna happen anymore. I think it's over for him. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!